Peace, family. So I started the sisterhood group about a month ago, and everything's going really well. I have over 180 members in it. Only about 100 of them are actually active, but it's really nice. I meet with them twice a week, and I have to go to every meeting because I'm the organizer. But it's really nice. I'm able to meet with women from all different walks of life, different lifestyles, different perspectives, different beliefs, and it's dope. That was purposely done because I did not want to just meet with a bunch of like-minded women, because one of my missions is to help elevate the mentality of the Black woman. If I just preach to the choir, I can't do that, you know? I need women that don't think like me so that I can offer them a different perspective and offer them a different way of life. Because like I said, the mentality of a Black woman is really important. Like I've said 1,000 times, we raise entire generations and we set the standards for men to adapt to, you know? So that's something that I'm doing with the sisterhood group. And at my most recent meetup, hold on, text message, sorry. At my most recent meetup, there was a topic that came up that I feel like is really important, and it's something that I really want to touch on. So I wanted to talk about it. The topic was Black men choose white women over Black women because men think Black women are too, they said, masculine. They did this as if they aren't really masculine. And they're like, Black men think Black women are too bitter or too angry or too controlling or whatever. And they said, whereas white women are submissive and they're stupid and they let men do whatever and run over top of them, and they let men just sit around on the couch all day and spend up all their money or whatever. And a Black woman is not having that. A Black woman is going to tell a Black man what he needs to do as a man. And they were saying we have to be masculine as Black women because men do not protect us. They do not provide for us. They rather do it for white women. But when it comes to us, we have to be aggressive with them and fuss at them and yell at them to tell them what they need to do in order for them to do these things to us. Like, we have to raise them up. And so I listened to these women. I understood everything that they were saying, but I asked one of them if she could explain to me her situation, her personal situation. And she was like, yeah, her man, she said, my man sit around at home on a couch all day. He don't do nothing. He don't help me with no bills. All he do is get high all the time. And I be having to tell him, get your ass up off my couch. You're not gonna be sitting in my house all day, every day. You gonna help me. You gonna do things around the house. You gonna help me with these kids. You need to go get a job. You need to, and she was just saying, like, she said, sometimes she'll have to tell them, you acting like your damn daddy. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit just like him. You need to do this. You need to do that. And so as she was saying these things, she was kind of giggling, and the other woman in the room, you could tell that they were like, oh my God, me too. They were like giving each other high five, like, girl, yes, me too. I be having to tell my man the same thing. He just like his daddy. He don't do this and he don't do that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And so I listened to them, and after they finished yelling and screaming over top of each other, because that's how a lot of Black women talk to each other, whatever. After they finished, I said, it's not wrong to want your man to be a protector and provider. You're not wrong for wanting that. As a woman, all of us should want that from our man, because naturally men were warriors. They were hunters. They were gatherers. You know, these are things that they did. They were protectors and providers by nature. They're leaders, and they provided guidance and all of that stuff by nature. So absolutely, you should want your man to do that. And any man that does not have a natural instinct to do these things, can we actually refer to him as a man? No. So you're not wrong for wanting that. What's wrong, however, is your approach. You are not going to make a man change. You can, however, inspire change in a man, but you're not going to inspire change in him with the approach that you have, by being aggressive with him, by yelling at him, by telling him that he ain't shit, by pointing out all his flaws, by telling him everything that he does wrong, by belittling him, by disrespecting him. None of that is going to make him change. If anything, that is going to make him resent you and make him want a white woman even more. I never try to justify why men want white women, because I still feel like that's not an excuse, but that is just one of the reasons why Black men do prefer white women over Black women. It's not because white women are stupid and submissive. It's because you are disrespectful and you do not respect him as a man. Now, the next question I had for this woman was, did she have sex with her man? And she was like, well, yeah, of course, I still have needs. this is where I got a little irked and things got a little awkward, because this is an issue with the black community, with black women in general. You're going to sit around and talk about everything he does wrong. He don't do this right. He don't do that right. He don't protect. He don't provide. He lazy. He ain't got no drive, no ambition, no goals, no nothing. Yet he's in your house. You're giving him money to buy weed, and you're having sex with him. If you have no standards, what makes you think he is going to live up to them? You got to have standards first, honey. Why is he even, how do you even get wet for a man with no drive, no goals, no ambition, no nothing? How? Why are you even accepting him in your home? Why? Where are your standards? You know what I mean? And that is one of the issues. We allow these men to get everything that a good man is deserving of. Our attention, our love, our sex, our body, all of that, our minds. We give all of that, all this energy to these men that we say that aren't good men. But why? Why would you do that? Why would he change if he's already getting everything that he wants from you? It's no reason for him to change. You're not giving him a reason to change. You're giving him everything he wants, right? And then I had to just think about it for a second, because I could feel the room was getting heated, but I didn't care. And I had to just be real. And the real fact of the matter is, a lot of sisters do not want good men. They prefer these type of brothers that don't have goals, that don't have a good job, that don't have drive, that don't have ambition, that aren't good protectors, that lack in these areas where a man should be plentiful in. They go for these type of men instead of a good man, because when they have this type of brother, they can tell him everything he's doing wrong. They can belittle him. They can disrespect him. And they like that. That's why when they were talking about it, they were laughing, they were giggling, they were giving each other high five. Like, yes, I talk to my man like that too. I have to tell my man that too. Ha ha ha. They think it's funny because they like the idea that they feel superior over their man. They like feeling like they are in control of him. They like that position of authority, of power. They like being able to say, get the fuck up off my couch. I'm about to kick you out my house. You need to do this. You ain't shit. They like being able to talk to men like that. They like that. But if the role was reversed and they did have a good man, now they can't talk to him like that. They can't be disrespectful to him. Now they actually have to watch their mouth. Now they have to level up. Now they might actually have to be submissive. Hold up. This is one of the reasons why women prefer those type of men over good men. Because a good man is a man that is plentiful in all these areas where these other men lack. The brothers that you do pay attention to, they lack in these areas where good men actually have the stuff, you know, they have the goal, the ambition, the drive. If they don't have a lot of money, they're working towards it. You know what I mean? They are protectors. They are leaders. They provide guidance and all this, the knowledge and the strategic planning and all this other stuff that comes with being a good, strong, masculine black man. They have all of this. So now he can actually turn around and tell you where you lack as a female. As a feminine woman, he can say, you're not feminine enough. You're not nurturing enough. You're not affectionate enough. You're not sexual enough. You don't have sex enough. You know, you're not sensual enough. You're not creative enough. You don't teach your children enough. You don't cook decent meals enough. You don't keep this house clean enough. And if a man tells you that, now, oh my goodness, he is controlling. He's a misogynist. He is a chauvinist. But it's okay for you to point out everything that a man does wrong. It's okay for you to tell him what he needs to do. It's okay for you to point out all his flaws and tell him all the areas he lacks as a man, but a man can't do that to you. That is a problem with black women, and we need to stop that. It is a huge problem. And a man that is a good man, he has standards. He's going to want you to do better. The same way you're going to want your no good brother to do better. He's going to want you to do better too, because he has options. And that's another thing. Another reason why sisters don't want good men, because good men have options, and they understand that these women these options, they're good women. But the brother that's not a good man, his options are not women. They're the type of woman that you would say are no competition, right? So you don't have nothing to worry about with him. You feel like he only gonna be with some type of bummy chick, you know, you think. But with a good man, you know, he has some real good options. So you got to level up. That means you got to do some work with yourself. You have to change some things. You have to improve in some areas. You have to elevate. And sisters don't really, they're not trying to really work on nothing. This whole feminist movement have made women feel like they're just perfect. Nothing they do is wrong. It's all on a man. So when you do have a good man that's like, oh no, you need to work on this, you need to work on that, they don't like that. Now they feel inferior. Now they feel inadequate. No, they like to feel like they're perfect. They like to feel like they're the ones in control. So that's why they go for this man that don't have nothing, that doesn't do all the things that they want them to do. They lack standards. And I'm not even gonna say they lack standards. They may have them, but they prefer this man that doesn't have the things, doesn't have everything going on, because they just like being able to belittle him, and they like being disrespectful, because they can't disrespect the good man. They can't talk down on him, you know. And I don't think that a good man should disrespect or talk down on anybody, because my man is a good man. And if you ever talk to him, if he ever says anything about our relationship, he'll probably tell y'all that I'm a crybaby and that I'm very spoiled, because I am. And just a few weeks ago, I just bust out crying because of his approach. And that's why I felt like the approach of women should not be harsh. The approach of man shouldn't be either, because I just bust out crying. I was just like, you always focus on everything bad I do. You never talk about anything good I do. And I was just crying really hard. And he tried to explain to me that, like, a coach is not going to go horse for a player with no potential, but he's gonna go hard for that one that he knows is good, you know, that he knows has something that can be better, you know, that has something in them, right? And I had to explain, I'm not a football player, I'm a woman with Felix, you know. So, and he is changing his approach, you know, but the reason that he does this is because he wants me to elevate. He knows who I can be, what I can be, and that's how good men are. They want you to improve. You know, it's easy when you have a bunch of yes men that's in a movement, a feminist movement, that just tells you everything you do is right and that it's all on the man. But when you have a good man that's like, oh no, you should improve in this area. You can do this better. You can do that better. Let's elevate here. Let's work on that. As a woman, you need to do this, because as a masculine man, he's going to have all the masculine area straight. He's going to need you to be feminine to balance him out. Because full creative empowerment comes from both feminine and masculine together, not just a bunch of masculine. So you need to be feminine as a woman if you're going to be with a good masculine man, you know? And so that is one of the issues that we have. Black women don't want a good man because they don't want to have to be feminine. They don't want to have to work on the things that they need to work on. They like being able to be assertive and hard and disrespectful and belittle people. And they want to be, they feel inadequate. So they want to feel like they're in a position of authority, and they enjoy talking to men like that. So I just want to put that out there. Stop saying that you want a good man when you know you don't. You know you don't. Just tell the brother that you with, you know what, you can just be no good. It's fine. I'm going to keep taking care of you as long as I get to talk shit to you. And he's not going to change. He's not going to change, because by now he's learned to tune you out. He now knows that you're going to give him everything he wants and needs. All he got to put up with is your nagging ass mouth. So it's lost cause. You know what I mean? So if you really want a good man, you need to make some changes. You know, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It's just a topic that came up. It's something that I know is very relevant in the black community. I see it all the time. And black women need to just stop doing that. You know you don't want a good man, so just stop saying that. Just yeah. But anyways, peace, much love, family.